This is the Hidden Killers podcast with Tony Brueski.
Featuring author, psychologist, and daily contributor, Shavaun Scott.
Another bizarre area of optics in the case of Rex Heuermann and Asa Ellerup, more specifically, is the documentary that is being produced. Peacock even making a statement about it this week, I think trying to do a little bit of damage control because everybody was extremely offended and upset and also was concerned about the dollars, where they're all going to. So add in the mix that 50 Cent and G-Unit Productions are making the documentary. That was a weird sentence to say out loud. They came back and they stated that, look, the funds here, they cannot go to Heuermann's defense. I don't know how they're controlling that exactly, because I don't think it does technically violate anything because it is a separate person. But I don't know, there could be some question there with the marriage. But she also has no creative control over the documentary, which I wouldn't expect her to. But overall, again, she's making some money on this through licensing fees, not just a direct check. Peacock wanted to make that known, but in the end, she's making money. The optics of all of that, where are you sitting on this, even though we now have the explanation that the money's not going to go to Rex, and it's this, that, I don't know.
Well, it's horrible. And of course, the relatives of the victims are upset, frustrated, disgusted, speaking out about that, as I think we all would be. No, they're not getting $1 million from anybody. So it's another strange aspect to a very strange case. And I hope that the authorities are looking closer at Asa and paying very close attention to what she may or may not have known throughout the duration of these murders, the strange sex parties that possibly, if this is true, went on in the home. Does she have mental health problems of her own? She does present strange. Yeah. And so we don't really know, are all burners firing for her? What is really the story here?
Well, I really wonder about the attorney or her attorney's roles in all of this, because they are profiting handsomely on this. The attorney for the daughter and the attorney for us themselves, $400,000 to one, $200,000 to the other. Is this really reckless representation, predatory representation that they're getting, if this is the way that they steered them? Because there's no attorney that I know that would say, hey, great idea, go do this. No, absolutely not. It does sound predatory. It sounds self-serving. And I would think there's an ethical code about doing things like that. There may not be in their state. Sure. But, again, an attorney should, sure, they make money from doing the work, but they shouldn't make extraneous money like this. It just sounds terrible. It looks bad. If you just look at Asa, she doesn't appear to be the best decision maker. I'm not saying, she was involved with the murders or anything of that nature, but yeah, she should be looked at a little more closely. Considering, we just saw more DNA evidence come out. It's really nothing new. It was it makes a good headline if anyone forgot about it. But some of the DNA from a cheek swab also, of course, then matched the hair follicle. We already kind of had that match. This just kind of reconfirms it, that it's there. But again, weird optics, could hair easily transfer on tape or the burlap sack? Sure, it really could. But if this were reversed, if it were Asa, who is the serial killer, she's not, but if she were, and they found her husband's DNA on the bodies of the victims, I would think he would be at the very least questioned, if not behind bars, if this were the other direction. Why on earth there is this separation and she seems to be free to do this documentary? It seems odd to me, unless, again, our investigators playing the long game on Asa.
Yeah, it's possible. And I would love to sit and have a conversation with the lady and do a mental health assessment on her because, she obviously does not look well. And we can say, being in this situation, we wouldn't expect the wife to look well. But there's still a lot we don't know, and we would love to know and hope that it comes out.
I would imagine that through this documentary, there'll be a lot that comes out, probably a lot that she doesn't necessarily want to come out. Whether that ties her to a crime, I don't know, but time will tell. I think she's being bamboozled a bit here by attorneys into thinking this is a good move for her freedom, for her family, for anything. It's not going to end well.
Sick of the ads?
We are too.
Start listening with no commercials now and get access to all of our episodes in advance of everyone else.
Become a True Crime Today Premium Plus subscriber on Apple Podcasts.
Search True Crime Today Premium Plus on Apple Podcasts or go to our podcast page and sign up now.
True Crime Today Premium Plus.
Sign up now.